We'll get to the headband.
It's the greatest story ever, pretty much.
In a second. Let's tell the backstory and about the person we're truly speaking about, and it's that guy, Mark Sanchez. For the first time since the draft, and really for the first time since Geno Smith got to town, Sanchez smiled for the cameras in Florham Park Thursday. As one would expect, he was grilled by the New York media about the Jets' now five-headed quarterback monster.
Whether it's Sims or McElroy, David or Geno, I think all those guys are want to play, and that's natural for a quarterback to want to play. And it's different than a guard, tackle, receiver, defensive tackle. There's only one. So we're all competing for that one spot. We're friendly about it, but at the same time, it's a fierce competition.
Mark, have you had to sit down since the draft with Rex and or John just to get some clarity on what your future is?
No. No.
Would you want to seek that out?
They don't owe me that. I mean, that's up to them if they'd like to. I'm free. I'm here.
You're not wondering at all about?
Not at all. I mean, he said publicly and privately multiple times that we're competing for our job here. So, I don't see why that's really a question.
All right, we'll get to the hair and the hairband in just a bit. In the meantime, though, let's talk to Kimberly Jones, who is there in Florham Park, New Jersey, without a hairband, clearly. Kimberly, looked like quite a scene there, a scrum around Mark Sanchez, all talking about Geno Smith and Tim Tebow and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and the first thing I'd tell you, Andrew, is clearly new general manager John Idzik has been effective in getting across his message that there will be competition for every single job, not just this preseason or offseason, but every single day and on a week-to-week basis. Mark Sanchez clearly has gotten that message. Sanchez was asked if he still expects to be the starter. He said, of course. Asked further if he expects that he is the future of this franchise. He said, absolutely. Let's remember, Mark Sanchez has been down this road before. A year ago, whether Tim Tebow was given an actual chance to unseat Sanchez or whether we just in the media assumed it was that way, Mark Sanchez answered questions such as these time and time again. Clearly, he's used to it. He was practiced at it today, but ultimately he came across as a man who does expect to be the Jets starter.
Kim, you mentioned Tebow. What did Sanchez say Thursday about Tebow? Anything good?
Yeah, that locker is still empty, in case you're wondering, Andrew. And, I thought Sanchez was really reflective in talking about Tebow. He said in different circumstances, he thought they could have become close friends. He said that the competition simply didn't allow for that, and he called it something that wasn't advantageous for either of them, and you can't argue that. But Sanchez did say, and he drew a few laughs, that if Tim Tebow had had a flat tire on the side of the road, he would indeed have stopped to help him out.
That's good, but he also added he's not exactly sending him a birthday present. Kimberly Jones there in Florham Park, New Jersey. 4 seasons with a passer rating below 80. These are all top 5 picks. Mark Sanchez is on this list with Joey Harrington and Rick Meyer and Tim Couch. Just a little bit of a button here as we look forward to the quarterback competition coming up this summer.
Let's say hello to 6-time Pro Bowl quarterback Donovan McNabb. All right, Donovan, so now, as he was last year, Mark Sanchez once again looking over his shoulder on top of all the other pressure that comes with playing in New York. Is there any way this ends well for Sanchez, or is it pretty much a wrap for him as a Jet?
Well, it could end well if he plays well. If he plays well this year and he competes at a high level and leads his team, obviously, into the playoffs, things can work out well for him. But just in 4 years, a 71 QB rating, 69 interceptions, 68 touchdowns, that just doesn't fare well for a team that obviously we talk about each and every week, it seems like. And for Mark Sanchez's sake, I think the best thing that he can do at this point is just stay focused on the goal. Work with Marty Mortonwig, be able to break down the film, knowing the offense, get his guys in the right position. Hey, you're not surrounded by top prize athletes, so make best of what you have and go out and play well. Don't turn the ball over.